Woza. We are talking Chiefs by SoccerBeat. My name is Umjaka. I'm hanging out with the legend of Amakosi. Should I be doing that or should I be doing that? It's Tsepo Masilela in the building. Hey, Tsepo, the reason I'm doing
Wala
that
tata.
is because, hey, Tata, it started like this. There was hope. There was so much
Hey,
hope. And then it's starting to go like this, Tata. Talk to me.
yeah, you're right when you're saying it started. The first three games, the Kaizer Chiefs team, it was a team on fire, team on a mission. But of lately, the drop of form, it's a concerning and a worrying one. And we constantly hear the coach, Archie needs quality. So. And then you ask yourself, which player can you get and when? Because there's a January window, and then the window closes. So the big question is, who can you get and when? Like in the next transfer window, or is he talking about next season? So
Ah.
it's a tough one.
What type of coach did you guys get, Tempo, in your opinion? Because I'm gonna run it back to Kevin Hunt because I think that's where maybe the problems really, really started when Kaizer Chiefs couldn't sign any players. You know, Kevin Hunt
It,
though went all the way to the CAF Champions League final. Was it Confederations Cup? Hey, I don't even remember. That's how
no,
bad things are.
Champions
Champions League,
League, brother. It was
yeah.
Champions
No,
League.
the thing is, things are so bad. I don't even remember when Chiefs was up there, you know. So
Hmm.
Kevin Hunt couldn't sign any player, but he got to the final. Okay. Um, Everybody else after that, Tepo, just like it was 11 games fired, 12 games fired. Guys didn't even finish half the season. So what kind of coach do you have here that is getting the benefit of the doubt that the other coaches didn't get?
I mean, from the look of things, we can only judge from outside. And look, man, firstly, this guy had a privilege of bringing his own like technical team. So to start off there, which he had a privilege of bringing, which has never happened at Kaizer Chiefs. But
Be done before.
the more I watch the Chiefs team and the more I listen to him, his post match or pre match, or his interviews with the media, I'm getting a sense that he's a coach that maybe he can thrive when he's got like quality, like top quality, and hence he's been trying for players like with better quality. And because when you look at the Kaizer Chiefs squad, Caesar, you can't really say this team is a squad of to finish number 12, number 10. When I look at it on paper, and I think, look, man, let's make an example, simple one with Polokwane City. Do you really want to tell me on paper like they are better than the Kaizer Chiefs squad that they have right now? No, but the coach and those players. But again, once the coach opens with a tune, he needs more players. And maybe it also affects the guys like mentally. Sure, the coach doesn't really trust us. Maybe it might be a question of also them psychological. It affected the players because all we're hearing is he needs players, but can the coach improve the current team that is good maybe to the top five Kaizer Chiefs team? I believe that the squad is good. Okay, maybe not win the league, but surely top five. He should be in that space. He should be operating in that space of top five.
Hey, Mtsepana, I'm concerned because you are comparing, and I'm gonna go to Western Cape, to a little town called Stellenbosch in the winelands. There was no soccer there. There was no soccer. 2019, there was no top flight football there. Now, that team came into the league and just continued to improve, and they even got a trophy along the way. Final trophy. Even now, people don't know which Stellenbosch they're gonna face. Sundowns faced Stellenbosch, and they knew they were in for a run. Even though, yes, they ended up on the winning side, But they know when they play against Stellenbosch, this is what you get. We're not getting that from Kaizer Chiefs. And you compared them to Polokwane City. There's also Stellenbosch, there's also Royal AM who are getting results. You know, what is it that is missing? What is it that is missing here at Kaizer Chiefs?
Yeah, you've touched a valid point. When you look at this tennis team, they sell players, they go get players, then they keep going. There's no cry of, yeah, we sold players, we sold five, six, blah blah blah. No, they keep going. They sell, they
Yeah,
go buy, and they promote from their development structures, and they keep going. Or maybe the coach they have there, understands, or
sure.
he knows how to get the best out of these players. I'm not saying they don't have quality. They do have a good squad also. But their coach, he gets the business done, like he gets the job done, and quietly so. But on the opposite side, when you look at Chiefs, I still believe that maybe this team of the players there, they need more players. It's starting to get to the guys, and it's affecting their game. Cause I still maintain that Chiefs team should be in the space of top five in the league. The squad, the squad they have, they should surely be in the top five space in the league.
Yo, Tsepo, what I want to find out now, ezaa zinto zakudala, are they creeping in? I'm not gonna play for this coach. I'm gonna get him fired. I'm not gonna show my best because you believe the players are good enough, but maybe what the coach is saying might be affecting the players. So I want to come back from the break and talk about those little things, those little details and how they really, really work in the environment that you come from, in the changing room, even in the training ground. Let's go pay some bills and come back.
The Carling Black Label Cup is here to put the power back in your hands. Fagugesi at the Carling Cup on 21 December at Orlando Stadium. Buy a Carling Black Label and vote for your Carling All-Stars. T's and C's apply. South Africa, be sharp. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Woza, we are talking Chiefs. I'm hanging out with the legend, Tsepo Masilela. Hey, uthethile Tsepo. Wathi, hey, maybe it's not just the coach. Maybe it's the players. Maybe it's not the players. Maybe it's the coach. Lots of questions being asked at the moment because Sikomberishile, Polokwane City, Stellenbosch, they're getting the business done at their level. And when you believe Chiefs should be at least top five and fighting for top four, if not CAF qualification. Ntsepana, I'm looking at the team one on one, not on potential, Ntsepana. I'm looking at the team in terms of what they are right now. Ne?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
potentially should be top five, but in reality, Tsepo, can a Vilakazi, for instance, can a Shabalala, for instance, play 30 games, 7 out of 10, as expected by Chiefs fans? And I'm including everybody here. I'm just using
As
Vilakazi and Shabalala as
you,
examples.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've got the squad. When I talk about 30 games and 7 out of 10 performances, I look at the squad. They don't have the best squad because I think they're a little bit thin when you look at their bench. In some games you check their bench and you're asking who can they bring in to change the game. We've seen Vilagazi coming on and doing well. In the opportunities he's getting. But their bench is also a worry, which ish. But I still believe, Gucci, the squad, man. I know. Maybe it's also another difficult one when you have a coach like Nabi who likes to play. Because at Stellis, at Polokwane City, you've got a privilege as a coach to park the bus or play on a counter, like sit back and absorb the pressure. So it's different pressures, So I'm not saying Uguti no.
They
The
must especially
Polokwane City. Yes, yes, because Kaizer Chiefs is a different pressure. You're expected to play an exciting game. You know, you're expected to attack. You're a big team. You can't sit back and, you know. So again, you look at those things. With maybe is it another factor? But again, like maybe I'll make an example. Last one, a Europe. If you look at Guardiola in his career, he always goes to teams that's got budget, that's gonna give him what he wants in terms of the players. You know, sign him if you want a ball playing goalkeeper, you have to go get him that. But if you look at Jose Mourinho, he can go to Roma and you know, go and survive there, win a trophy with Roma, of which they haven't won a trophy in years. But he went there, he won a trophy with Roma, he did it at Porto. So now you kind of look at, you know, the coaching style, like, or the coaching philosophy. You know, okay, is Nabi a Pep who wants to play like offensive front foot? So you need certain players to play that game. You know, that style of play. You need certain players, you know, to play it and master it and bring results. You know, so that's also another question, you know, that I'm asking myself. Maybe they got a coach who likes to play, you know, nice football, attacking, not too much on the defensive, tactical, or you know, being cautious. Because you can't tell me they the only team that's considered in every game. So it also speaks to the coach. It's not only the players, it's the coach also. The coach has a hand in that. I mean, the coach prepares the team. The coach comes up with the tactics. I'm not saying he must perform a miracle with his children, but all games you concede, Baba. Yo.
I want to come back. Yeah, I want to come back for sure after this break, Tsepo, and talk about that. The planning, the adjusting, and realizing that the PSL is not where he comes from. It's a different kettle of fish. It's maybe a league where you have to
Mhm.
plan each and every weekend differently against Polokwane and then against Pirates. So I want to come back and talk about that. And Tsepo, I also want to talk about the self motivation for players. you know I understand you can have an issue with the coach, you can have an issue with the setup and whatever, but that self-motivation, where does it come in this kind of situation? I'm going to go to a break and come back. We're talking Chiefs with Tsepo Masilela. Talking Chiefs by SoccerBeat. My name is Umjaka. I'm hanging out with the legend of Kaizer Chiefs, at Tsepo Masilela. He's done it and won things. So he has the trophies to show. So now he's asking himself, hey, the cabinet is empty, man, since I've left. It's not filling up. Tsepo, yes, we're getting to a point where we are really, really starting to ask some questions about Coach Nabi. Because we've seen he can put his best foot forward, the team can score, and they play entertaining football. But there's a problem at the back. Um, is it a problem of adjusting Tsepo and respecting the PSL for what it is? Because clearly, it's not the same as where he comes from, where you can just walk in and play well and win the game. Is it a question of the coach doesn't really understand that he needs to adjust and respect the league that he's playing in?
You look at the last game lineup. You know, he had the Clocker more. He's a centre back, but he played more as a left back, and you know we had Rashwin centre back and Miguel, you know, back from centre back, and he had River. So because he's been trying to change also personnel, so you can't really say he's stubborn, you know, with he's sticking to the same back four that's constantly
Yeah.
conceding, you know, and the keeper. So he's been trying to change personnel. You know, personnel has been like giving other guys a chance. We've seen it given Simang at some point, you know. So maybe yes, tactics, tactical, because some games are not the same. And
Yeah.
if you don't really have that quality, to play, your normal, let's say it's an attacking game where it's this philosophy. Of course, a smart coach will read and see, no, man, I don't really have, the material, but I can manipulate the system or the formation here and there, to get the results, because football is results at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So surely he can manipulate, or tweak a bit here and there until he gets, the players that he feels, and I'm sure by now, after the number of games they've played already in the league, I'm sure it's maybe I think maybe it's something that's in their mind, him and his coaching staff. What do we do? Do we go to a back three? Do we attack with only one side of full back, and keep the left side or right side full back to more on a defensive, like position. My rest defense has to be strong, or I'm surely you can't be a coach and concede every game and still want be happy like going in the same. It gives you sleepless nights to say, what do I do now? Do I score first and maybe play a bit deep? So those, I'm sure those are the things in his mind. The question is asking himself in his mind, like, and together with his technical team, which, guys, we're at the point now where we need to get some results. They need to get some points because they staying behind.
Sepana, I hear you. I hear you completely. I hear you completely, Mdal. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, if I wake up and they tell me I'm gonna wear a Chiefs jersey, just without the coach even talking to me, I see those fans there, they are packing the stadium. Immediately that kicks in with I need to perform here, Tata. Where how far, or how big of an influence does self-motivation? And I've heard even captains saying, Coach, get out. I'm gonna talk to the players. It's time now. We draw the line, it's enough. And I've heard those things, where we don't need the coach, guys. Come on, we've got this. The coach is just here to give us that and that. Where does it come in, and how far does it go? And how far would it go in this kind of situation, Sepan?
I do believe the guys there, they've got that motivation. They want to succeed. They want to bring a trophy. They want to make the fans happy. They want to make Dr. Kaizer happy. But how far it goes, listen in today's football, there's technology where we plan, we prepare, we plan, we need to execute. As much as you have that motivation, you can't be a left back running across the field chasing. You'll be
Because you're
yeah,
motivated.
Baba. Yeah, Baba. There's video sessions, post games or debrief, sessions. They'll stop, Baba. Stop, my guy. We know we want to win, but please, there's a structure here. There's a way of doing things. Also in modern games, we play. Because during the week, maybe you watch the opponents once or twice, and there's a game plan going to the game, which, my God, when you're in this position, you can, go as far as this when you're defending, when you're attacking, all those things. But I don't believe that a Kaizer Chiefs player can go in a game angeko motivated, or there's a difference. Sometimes the team lacks confidence. But Mobabugele, you think, these
Sure.
guys, they don't want. But confidence plays a huge role in a team or in an individual. How confident are you? Now the next ball, the next pass you receive, you're thinking, ish, if I make a bad touch, I'm offense. Bazoqala manje, but they impatient, bazopoa. I think also the team lacks confidence, man. When you're not winning, it crashes your confidence, and you go to games, you concede first, you're like, ish, here we go again, and then the fans and everything, you know. We also have social media nowadays where people can just go at you, have a
Social
full go. So I
media.
I think the fire is there, the desire is there, to win games. But I think the team lacks confidence at this, current, point, so their confidence is a bit down.
Hi, Tsepo. Singayana sinakweyiphi lab data and test and do tests and plan and decide what diagram works, what doesn't work. But there's a lot of questions, and you asked a lot of questions, and I'm gonna leave it to the fans to let us know in the comments. Send us their questions. Maybe they must send us questions to ask the coach and the Chiefs players what must happen next. Because hey, Tsepo, we can't find the answers. We've discussed, but we can't get to where we want to get to. Yeah, so I'm gonna thank you very much for this Talking Chiefs by SoccerBeat episode, and hopefully, Coach Nabi can find some answers. Sir. SoccerBeat, ouça!